Are you on with me tonight?
I am on with you, Joyce. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Great.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. And we are just so very, very grateful to you for coming on board with the National Black Home Educators to help us execute for the G Suite education. I hear a little echo. So
Gone.
am I sounding okay to you?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Hi, everybody. I hope you were able to bear with us through this technical difficulty that we've experienced for the first several minutes of our broadcast. But I'm Joyce Burgess, and I've had a great opportunity to talk with you doing Facebook or comments or through email. And so I'm just so thankful for who you are and that you have chosen. I think you're plucky little moms out there, and you've chosen to homeschool your children. So once again, congratulations. And again, I'm Joyce Burgess. I'm the CEO and co-founder, along with my husband Eric, of the National Black Home Educators. I've been homeschooling my five children for the last 30 years. It was one of the best experiences thus far. And with lots of understanding, we've had some great benefits that homeschooling has offered our family as a whole. We are really enjoying the benefits of our adult children and their families. As a matter of fact, we are now in the third generation of homeschooling. Can you believe that? That time has just gone by so very fast. And for you too, moms, it will go by very, very fast. I promise you. But another benefit was starting the National Black Home Educators. We started this organization in July of 2000, so we're almost 20 years old. We have been here and we're going to continue to be here. We're not going anywhere. If anything, we just want to continue to do things to make homeschooling more amazing for our families. One of the great things about starting an organization was having all of that positive support from other homeschoolers. That, for me, was the cream of the crop. Positive support is crucial. I really want this to sink into you. Positive support is so important for homeschool families. And the National Black Home Educators mission is to empower all parents to educate their children for excellence. And there are so many ways that we facilitate this mission and our goals as an organization. One of those great missions and one of those positive things that we've done is what we're going to talk to you about tonight. For years, the National Black Home Educators has sought equality for homeschoolers all across this country, as well as we've always looked for great ways to bring more and more resources to you. And tonight, we're so excited to share with you about a new venture that we think is will rather revitalize, revolutionize, and reinvent education in a way like never before. Recently, we worked with Google to open up its G Suite for education to those homeschool co-ops, support groups, and organizations that want to use it. So tonight, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to highlight for you the infrastructure and the basics of the G Suite for education. I want you to know that I have received an outpouring of emails and phone calls and Facebook comments about this very venture, the G Suite for education. And tonight, what we're going to do is show you how, thus far, we've been in this progress for about 2 months now, but we have gotten co-ops that have joined the G Suite. One of those co-ops is the Most Excellent Way Academy, which is a co-op that was started by me, Joyce Burgess. And we also have a few other co-ops, but tonight, what you're going to see is the collaboration of co-ops when the leaders of the co-op have come together and created classes that we can all share. That is one of the benefits of the G Suite for education, is because we want to share those classes. I'll give you a perfect example. In our brick and mortar schools, traditional ways of education, we know that African American history has been removed from your traditional way of learning. So what I have created is what I call the Joyce Burgess supplemental learning materials. And what those supplemental learning materials do is it supports and it adds to the core subjects like, of course, history and science and language and reading and literature and all those things, vocabulary. So I have this amazing supplement that I've created, and it's entitled Fields of Science, where it highlights different people, scientists, both black and white, and perhaps a few other races, where it talks about their contributions to science. The majority of that list is African American, though, and a lot of times our children have no idea who those other scientists are, like Benjamin Banneker or George Washington Carver. Our children nowadays don't know about that. And so we have created these classes within our co-ops so that we can share these classes with you, so that we can have that collaboration as a co-op, as a G Suite for Education, across the board, where if someone is in Texas or someone's in New York, someone's in Louisiana, Chicago, we can come together on a Google Hangout and share our classes that we've created. So having said that, I created the most excellent Way Academy, where you will find all of these Joyce Burgess supplemental materials. And tonight, to demonstrate what a co-op or what the co-ops can do together, how we can come together and support each other. You know, some time ago, we did a conversation, and we were, you know, some friends of mine, we were talking about it takes a village to raise children. And of course, I totally agree with that, because I'm so grateful for my village with my mom and my brothers, and of course, my husband, and some friends and maybe close neighbors. I'm so glad I had all of that support. But there's another part of that proverb that a lot of people don't know, and it says that it takes a village because the parents need help. And how many of you out there, you're parents and you know you need help? Don't, you know, be afraid to admit it. You know you need help. I needed help, and it's not bad to ask for help. So that's what we're doing tonight. And we're going to be talking about some other subjects, but tonight we're going to showcase some contributions. And we're going to also talk about computer and coding for children. And we just want to bring all of these co-ops together so that we can all benefit from the G Suite for Education, and we can get that support and that love and that nurturing and that training and that care that we all need as homeschoolers. And you know, this is not just for homeschoolers, and I can go on and on about that. Any parent that is involved in the education of their children, you are welcome to be a part of who we are and what we're trying to do as co-ops. So without further ado, I would like to bring on my dear friend, Angela Valentine. Hi, Angela Valentine. How are you?
Great.
Angela Valentine is the Google certified trainer that has come on to help the National Black Home Educators be very savvy and to get this up and going with our co-ops and our collaboration. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Angela if she would just come on and demonstrate what our co-ops have done. There's the G Suite co-op, and then there are National Black Home Educators co-op, where we have come together to collaborate and to support each other. So Angela, it's on you, darling.
Well, thank you, Joyce. I am so delighted to have this opportunity to speak with you and with the homeschool family. On behalf of G Suite for Education, this is just a great opportunity. And I was so delighted earlier this year when I read that G Suite was finally opening, or Google was finally opening G Suite for Education for homeschoolers, which was something that I had been asking for a while. And I'd seen some comments in some of the posts that the homeschoolers wanted this opportunity as well. So as soon as I saw that announcement, the very first thing I did was got on the phone with Joyce. I'm like, I know you don't know me and I don't know you, but hey, I want to help. I want to help. And she was so loving and so just opened her arms wide. And I said, I promise you, if you go on this journey with me, we're going to go places. So just take my hand and let's just run and leap. And she has taken this vision and she has really ran with it. And I appreciate that. And I told her too, I said, when we first start, everything is not going to be smooth sailing because it's technology and it's implementing change and it's doing things a little bit differently than we normally
Yes.
do. So,
Yes.
so yeah, the kinks are going to be there, but the benefit at the end of the day is going to be so worth it. So for those of you that are joining us, I call you our early adopters with this, and you're willing to pilot this with us. So we're just so excited, and we just have to work out the kinks. But I tell you, when we get to the other side and everything gets smooth sailing, oh my God, we're going to soar, and our kids are just going to love it. So thank you, Joyce, for being so opening to this opportunity and just embracing it. And we're going to make the best of this. So this is the first. We've had a few
It's my
teleconferences.
pleasure.
Yeah, we've had a few teleconferences before this, but this is our first live event. And this event is recorded. So for those of you that may not have been able to have the opportunity to join us live, then I'm hoping that you're able to see this recording and still benefit from it as well. So here we go. I want to just share my screen right here. And the purpose of what we're doing tonight online is just actually showing you what we've done so far. We've onboarded some new co-ops, and we've gotten some people on board with G Suite, and we're just at the place where we can begin to do things. So Google has tapped Joyce on the shoulder and said, will you be one of the ones to help us get verification codes and get people on board with the co-ops with G Suite? So the starting point is the NBHE.net site. And she has added a G Suite for Education tab here, and there's an introduction letter. There's a co-op application. There are benefits that are available. There are G Suite events. As I mentioned, we had I think two or three prior teleconferences, and this is the first live event. So there are replays of the teleconferences if you want to hear that. We were just introducing it and getting people interested and giving out basic information. And then there's the G Suite for Education classes, and then the live stream event. This is the first. We're going to have many more because Joyce has 30 years worth of wisdom that she wants to, that I begged her to say, can you put this somewhere so that I can glean from it? I'm kind of selfish with this, but in addition to that, the new families or even veteran families can just glean from your wisdom. We need to have a place where we can tap into that so we can begin to support.
Absolutely.
Yes, so this is the start of something great. Okay, so what I want to show you right now is the G Suite for Education classes. I'm going to click here. And this is just a starting point. But those co-ops that have taken the leap to join G Suite for Education with us, we're just asking them to just submit something to NBHE so we can add it to our site. So when new members come on, they can come and see what classes we have available. You know, we just want to have a pool of courses and things that we can share with one another so everyone's not starting from scratch. And that's the benefit of being a member of NBHE, that you can see these classes and participate in these classes. Now, the good thing about this technology opportunity is that it gives us the platform to do that. So when you see these NBHE and G Suite for Education classes here, this list is going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. So, but these are just the flagship courses, and we wanted to put some here to just kind of demonstrate what the possibilities are. Joyce mentioned her the Most Excellent Way Academy that she's founded. And this is just a sample of one of the classes that we've loaded on the G Suite for Education Classroom platform. So if you click here, it will actually take you to Classroom in G Suite. And the beautiful thing about this is before G Suite, I think it was just some handouts and a paper lesson and maybe a PDF or Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word download. But we've taken that and we've layered G Suite on top of it and used the Classroom app that the teachers are using in the public schools and even in the colleges, they're using this. So we broke out the assignments, and we're going to have a separate class that just talks about Google Classroom. But this is just an example. You can click on an assignment, and for example, the first thing is to do your research. So you click on there, you read the instructions, And the child can watch a video that we've loaded or read a handout that's loaded, and then they go to the next assignment. And the wonderful thing is when you're in the teacher view, you can see how many have turned in this assignment. So you can see who's running ahead and who's maybe lagging behind, and you can divide your time between your children that way. So it's just a handy dandy tool that lets us digitize our lessons. And we can add teachers to this lesson as well. We can add students, we can add teachers. So the teachers that are added with their G Suite account, they can pull this up and teach it in their homes or teach it in their co-ops. So this is a way we can share this information. If they have resources they want to add, then it's just a pool of resources that we're putting together with G Suite for Education. And this is the platform that allows us to do that. So we're so excited about that. And if this is one of Joyce's lessons that you want to see more, you can click here. We've got a link back to the Academy that submitted this lesson. So this is the Most Excellent Way Academy that we want to debut and show. This is from Joyce Burgess. Very excellent. It's called the Most Excellent Way Academy, and very appropriately named. It is most excellent. Her curriculum, additional curriculum, is here as well. And she's going to, I believe, continue to add more and add podcasts and add all those things that I'm saying, Joyce, you have to get these online. This is just too good. So yes. She's in the process of building this. But she has these resources right now. Joyce, do you want to say anything about these resources that are here?
You know, I basically wonder how the Most Excellent Way Academy, the name, came about. In Scripture, there's a line that says that we should desire the greater gifts, the best gifts. But then it says after that God will show us a more excellent way. Yeah. So that's actually where the name came from. And when I think about what happens as parents, we do desire the best things for our children. We desire them to have the best gifts, the best abilities, the best talent. But then, like my husband used to tell me all the time, there's a part of homeschooling that as parents, we really have nothing to do with it. And if you're Christian, that part of homeschooling is the God effect, meaning that God sees things in our children as well. And he wants those things to become a reality. He wants those things to be manifested in our children. And so therefore, he's going to do what he has to do to make sure that our children reach their full potential and that they are walking in their purpose. So that scripture, I think it's from 1 Corinthians chapter 12. It's actually where the name came from, the Most Excellent Way Academy.
Awesome, awesome. And you're going to see some excellent stuff come out of this from this dynamic woman of God. So thank you, Joyce, for sharing your resources with us and with the members of NBHE. So this is awesome, awesome. So again, the link is there. There's more information about her academy. And so just feel free to go to that NBHE website with the G Suite classes, and you'll see it loaded there. Also, a member of our co-ops would be GTech CNET for homeschools. And that's actually something that I'm bringing to the table as a Google certified trainer. I have, thank God, I have a plethora of resources. I told Joyce, I said, Joyce, I have so much stuff. I just need someone to share it with. She said, share it with me. So I'm so glad. So glad she's going to let me park some of this stuff. And I think some of the questions in our first introductory teleconferences were asking, did we have classes and content and curriculum that's provided by Google? So I'm gleaning all of those resources and I'm putting them in one place so that you don't have to be the STEM expert. You don't have to be the coding expert. You don't have to be the digital citizenship and safety expert. All those things I'm bringing so that we all can share in those resources and know what they are. So one of the things that I've added, if our kids are going to be online, we need to teach them, the first thing, in my opinion, is they need to know how to be safe online. Digital citizenship, there's bullying that happens online, you know, so we need to just kind of give them the basics of how to be safe and to guide them through that. So I've got a digital safety and citizenship course that's here. Again, I built it on Google Classroom so that it can be a shared resource with all the families. Um, and then if you would like to see some of the other courses from GTech CNET Academy for Homeschools, that's my Google Technology. The C is for Coaching Network. I like to coach adults. I like to coach children about digital technology. So we have for homeschools paid, and it's specific training just for homeschools. And my approach to it is that yes, we want the children in these classes, but I want the parents to learn along with the children.
Absolutely. That's important. Yeah.
Yes. We're not just going to send them to a hangout and let them play, or and they're going to play and they're going to learn some things, but I want the parents there with them to learn what we're teaching and what they should know as a parent. So you'll see me and my son. He's a fourth grader right now, and he's 9 years old, going on 10, no, actually going on 17 or whatever, because they grow up so fast.
Yeah, they seem so. They seem to grow very fast.
They do. They do. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of guiding him. I'm a part-time homeschooler, so I do some things with him on the side and on the weekends, and then he's in school as well. So Joyce is just so graciously offered to guide me and to show me some resources. So we just put together some resources here. That's us at a Google event. And what I'd like to bring to the table is not only the technical side, because we've got a Scratch class, and I'll just play a little bit. We put together our first Scratch game where he coded his first video game. We want to share some of these resources with the homeschoolers so the kids can build their games as well. So it's just a lot of fun things that are here that we want to share. And we're going to do live lessons with you and your kids. So the link is there as well. And I just wanted to share that. And we have other co-ops that have added. I think Griffin Academy as well is going to be participating in our pilot, and they'll be adding some resources. So just check out that page. It's going to continue to grow. And this is how we're going to use G Suite. And this is how it's going to benefit all of us. Joyce is going to get online. She's going to share. We're going to do more webinars like this.
Yes, I can't wait to share all of those stories with you, because, when I first started homeschooling, oh, wow, I had no idea what I wanted my children to learn. I had no idea not even where to start.
Yeah.
And, it's been 5 children and almost 30 years ago. And I just think about my talents and the subjects in school that I enjoyed. So I just kind of capitalized on those subjects. And I said, you know what, if I learned it, I'm a little bit ahead of my children, so I can teach that to them. Absolutely. And that's really how those supplements were created. They're very simple. Sometimes I just didn't feel, during the time I was homeschooling, there were times I just didn't feel like opening the books. Yeah. There could have been a sickness in the family. There could have been a death in the family. There could just be, how life kind of happens. Yes. And I just want something easy where I can just get to know my children, just relax, love on them, participate in learning with them. And that's how these supplements came about. So easy. I even created a supplement, Angela, because I don't believe in wasting time. So here we are watching a television show, and I created what I call a report profile, to where there are questions like, who are the main characters? What's the setting? What are some of the characters you like? Explain some of the classic lines that may have been said in the show. But, all of that will be in the most excellent way. No time. And parents, you really have an opportunity to enjoy your children, because that's what homeschooling is all about. That's what it's all about, enjoying your family.
Absolutely. And that we're looking forward to that. And we're also looking forward to debuting other co-ops that have joined this event as well. So we may be another webinar where we have a feature co-op from NBHE that shares their website and shares their lessons. So we all get to participate. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope this will inspire you to get involved. And not only can you give and debut what you have, but you can glean from what others have contributed as well. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Absolutely, it is. I want parents to know that, we all need each other.
Yes.
That's just the bottom line. You know, we were created to be social beings.
Yes.
And so I look forward to hearing some of those co-ops that say, you know what, Joyce, I think I want to, feature a nutrition co-op or a fitness co-op, or, maybe music, or maybe art, or even a field trip. Let's do a traveling
Yes.
homeschool field trip because you matter, your children matter, and we just want to highlight who you are so that we can all of us can be drawn into this amazing, positive, super abundant support that we all need.
That's exciting. That's so exciting.
Absolutely.
Okay. I just want to mention too that once this video is posted, we'll put links in the description to some of the pages that we mentioned here. So you will have a reference point. You don't have to worry about writing things down. The links will be right in the description as well. So you can get connected to NBHE if you're interested to being a co-op that needs a G Suite code from Joyce. Then you'll have the link there, and then you'll have the link to the academies that we spoke about today. So yeah, I'm excited. This is good.
Absolutely.
This is good.
Yeah, this is good. And if you have any comments or questions, please visit these websites. Angela, please give your web address again, your co-op address.
My co-op address is gtechcnetacademy.org. gtechcnetacademy.org. Again, the link will be in the description. So
Angela is an amazing techie person, digital person, because truly this is where our children are going in the very near future.
yeah.
And Angela is she's safe, and she knows all of the safe passages through technology. So we are so fortunate to have you, Angela. And I just want everyone to know that we appreciate you. And once again, we congratulate these moms who have chosen to homeschool their children. African American homeschooling is growing exponentially.
Yes.
But I want you all to know that homeschooling is homeschooling, no matter what your race is, no matter if you're white, black, Hispanic. We all need each other because the common thing, Angela, and I know you agree with this, the common thing that we all have as moms and dads is our love for our children.
Oh, yeah.
We want them to be nurtured positively. We want to train them positively. And we need those resources to be able to do that. So this National Black Home Educators is an organization that is open to everybody because we all need support.
Yes.
And I think on that note, Angela, unless you have something else to say, then we're going to hold off until the next webinar.
Yes.
The next YouTube presentation or teleconference,
Yes.
so that we can continue these dialogue, these conversations. We're going to hold off with other conversations.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the next one.
Me, same here.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Well, everybody, this has been recorded, and once again, visit www.themostexcellentwayacademy.com. Visit www.nbhe.net. You're also welcome to visit joycemburgess.com. And of course, Angela gave hers earlier, and we look forward to adding more email addresses and web addresses to our list. If you have any comments or questions, please email us. Email me at contact@nbhe.net. Have a great evening, everybody. Angela, you take care. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.